Okay, so I'm not sure if this is recording. It's bad quality. I've been away for a while, so this is my vlog that I was supposed to be keeping up for my rehabilitation. If you are following my channel for some reason, you'll know that I sort of set up this blog originally to categorize my transition and my rehabilitation from abuse, narcissistic abuse, and various kinds of things that I've been doing in my life at the moment. In a hostel. This is where I'm sleeping. Comes off of the back of other things I don't really want to talk about, to be honest. I just find it difficult. I find it complicated to I don't know what's going on with this camera and shit. But anyway, dark and can't really see me. But yeah, basically, this is the hostel. It's alright. So, detransitioning, this is basically what I'm going through at the moment. Fighting a lot of demons about how, again, people, regardless of whether or not you make an autonomous choice, will use it as a move or a pawn for their own means and their own political gains. So again, even if, like, this is the whole thing about the smear campaign against me, the whole thing about, being made homeless, all of the slander and lies against me, on top of the fact that to say the least, troubled. Yeah, so for example, what the narcissist will do, or what narcissists do, or people in general who want to take your achievements away from you, they'll say that, first of all, they'll discredit you, try to say that that was never the goal in the first place. If you've ever played a chess player who's bad at chess, or if you've ever played pool and you got a lucky shot and someone proclaimed, "Oh, I meant to do that," and you knew that they didn't, it was a lucky shot, it was a complete fluke, but I meant to do that. That was what my plan was all along. That's basically what a narcissist would do. And then they'll do that consistently for everything that you do after then as well, to destabilize you mentally, to be honest. Even if they can't keep up with you, they'll make the claim that anytime you do something, especially if it benefits them, it was their plan all along. So, yeah, basically, that's what they'll do. So you've got to just, these videos are supposed to help me keep track of my own self, and to keep track of what I'm doing in my life. As well as my thoughts. And again, if you compare my videos to a lot of other YouTubers, it's incoherent a lot of the time. And even though in my mind, a lot of the stuff that's going on in my mind is very active, I get a lot of imaginations, thoughts, and things like this. Actually manifesting them into the real world is difficult. Not partly due because I'm pretty lazy when it comes to just doing anything, to be honest. I wish I could get a proper light on this. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, So yeah, I hate to be one of these mastermind kind of people, because I should have been keeping, and I did keep diaries. That was a point. A lot of my diaries were lost. So any notes that I've made, worries, concerns, second thoughts, questions and things like this have been lost. So, I haven't kept up the YouTube channel because I just haven't been able to. So the continuity isn't there on YouTube either. It's not there in my personal life either, and that's the perfect black hole for smear campaigns to manifest, because in an information black hole, someone can just smear your name and then get away with any kind of information that's incorrect. So it's difficult, because one of the reasons why I came out as trans at Dyke March was because as women who identify as masculine women, I identified the same, and a lot of women who are lesbian, trans men in particular, end up transitioning into male, and my journey was always to work. It sounds counterintuitive, to work back to being male after going through. Some people may call it a phase, but being trans isn't a phase. It's no more a phase than getting a tattoo. It's a journey. So it's not the destination so much as the journey of understanding yourself, self-understanding. So that was what I was doing. But the people around me that were supposed to keep my... Okay, so for argument's sake, it's just sanity's sake. The people who are supposed to have my back, the people supposed to know what was going on in the background, betrayed me and then left me in the wind, in the cold. Basically means that's the smear campaign, that now I'm this mentally ill tranny, basically, because that's what they wanted. They just needed that pawn on the playing field. Mentally ill tranny does something mentally ill, lock him up there. That's how we should deal with things like this, basically. So I had to deal with all of that, and I'm still dealing with all of that. But my journey was to always come back to being male. It was something that I actually aggravated within myself, because a lot of me didn't want to let go of the femininity and the girliness that I was kind of quite accustomed to my whole life. But when you look at trans men, and this is particular, I've got to back this up. But if you look at trans men and how they transition into being men from women, they have to let go of all of the girly stuff. They don't have to. It's not a rule of thumb, but they tend to become more masculine, so they don't wear feminine things. And I did the same thing. So I had a short phase of getting rid of, so to speak, as discarding my femininity, as it were. Not getting rid of it or throwing it in the bin, but just transitioning. Anyway, so that was difficult, and it still is. It's an ongoing process. So I'm running out of time.